Hi everybody, I'm Savannah. I'm a dietetic intern at Bounty and Soul. So I'm just going to introduce myself a little bit further so that we're all on the same page together. So being a dietetic intern means that I have an undergrad degree in nutrition and dietetics, and I've taken the next step with this internship, which is a year long of me just being really involved in food and the nutrition science behind that and the medical nutrition therapy that also goes along with that. And as this year wraps up, I'll take the registered dietitian exam in a few months, and I'll be a registered dietitian after that. So today we're going to talk about vitamin C and immune support and how those two play a role together. So I figured that maybe we would cover the absorption and bioavailability of vitamin C, some vitamin C foods, and best ways to cook vitamin C. So before we begin, let's just all take a moment and just realize that most of us know a lot of this information already, and sometimes with media and different outlets, it gets a little confusing and you feel like, oh, maybe I don't know what foods have vitamin C, but really, I think that we all do. So let's just take a moment and remember that we are all learners and that we're all allowed to understand this information and practice it without a significant background in it. So I commonly hear a lot of people say, make sure you're getting in lots of vitamin C foods or taking your vitamin C vitamins whenever seasons of illness come around or when the cold months come in. So let's talk about maybe why people say that. And let's also understand that it's important to build our immune system and support our immune system with foods throughout the year, all the time, just so it's prepared for whatever comes its way. So vitamin C is really important in the biosynthesis or the creation of collagen and neurotransmitters in our body. So that just means that it really helps the brain and the body communicate best when it's full of vitamin C and it's able to function the way that it's meant to. It also plays an essential role in wound healing, especially when paired with zinc. It's an antioxidant that has thoughts and a lot of research behind it on limiting free radicals in our body. So those are all big sciencey words, but basically antioxidants, if you think of it like Pac-Man, antioxidants are the Pac-Man and free radicals are toxic for our body and they're little white specks that the Pac-Man comes and eats. So vitamin C really just clarifies and cleanses our body of these free radicals and toxins. What most of us all do know is that it's important in immune function. So when we put immune function benefits and antioxidants together, there's a lot of research to prove that vitamin C plays a really important role in preventing health conditions such as cancer prevention and treatment, cardiovascular diseases, cataracts, the common cold, and many other things. So let's talk about some foods that a lot of us know have vitamin C in them, but we'll just refresh ourselves on this. So the vitamin C foods, or foods that are really high in vitamin C, are guavas, kiwis, bell peppers, strawberries, oranges, papayas, broccoli, tomatoes, mangoes, kale, and snow peas. And everything that I just listed has 40 to over 100% of our daily recommended value of vitamin C in just one serving size. So let's talk about bell peppers for a minute. I have one right here, and bell peppers actually contain 200 to 300% of our daily value of vitamin C. I know that most of us think of oranges, orange juice, the best vitamin C food, But these bell peppers actually contain so much vitamin C. And also another quick fact about bell peppers is that yellow bell peppers contain the most vitamin C, a little over 300% of our daily value. Next is red, and then it's green. And the different colors of bell peppers isn't necessarily a different seed or a different strain of bell pepper. It's actually just the green is the ripest bell pepper, and then the yellow, and then the red. So the yellow containing the highest vitamin C is actually the prime bell pepper, per se. That's when its vitamin C content is the highest. So I'm just going to start steaming this bell pepper, and we'll come back to it at the end. Hopefully that goes as planned. But as I talked about earlier, the daily value of vitamin C, if we look at someone who is 19 years or older, 75 to 90 milligrams a day is the recommended value. Males need 90 and females need 75 milligrams a day. And if you're a smoker or you're around somebody who smokes, it's important to have 35 milligrams a day in addition to this because of oxidative stress levels that are produced higher in the body. Oh, sorry, I'm reading Myra's comment. She said, do the peppers have to be only green? What about yellow and red? Oh yeah, they can all be. All of them are great. The green ones are the ripest, and then the yellow and red, and they all contain vitamin C. They all contain a lot of vitamin C. I was just meaning that the yellow had the most. So some common foods that I discussed earlier that have vitamin C, when we're at our markets and we're looking through the bags and we have our big spread of food, some vitamin C containing foods that we have often are kiwis, peppers, oranges, broccoli, tomatoes, mangoes, kale, and strawberries. So check out those the next time you go through your bag from Bounty and Soul. I'm sure you have lots of vitamin C products in there. A word that's often associated with vitamin C, or you might hear about it when you're listening or you're reading about vitamin C, is that ascorbic acid is often used. And that's basically just a form of buffered vitamin C, and it's super easily absorbed and it's really gentle on the stomach. So we're going to talk about the absorption now. So around 70 to 90% of moderate vitamin C intake is absorbed into the body, and moderate meaning about the daily recommended value. If you're consuming way over the recommended value, which would be around 1,000 milligrams or 1 gram of vitamin C per day, your body's only going to absorb about 50% of that. And that's just because the body's regulating and it's excreting the excess vitamin C that it doesn't need. So if you're taking really high dosages of vitamin C supplements and you're kind of doing this on your own and just thinking that you might get the most vitamin C out of a really high containing supplement, that's not actually necessary. You can just take a supplement, or you can eat the foods that have vitamin C that are closer to the daily value of vitamin C per day, and your body will absorb that just fine. Vitamin C also helps non-heme iron absorb in the body, and this would be iron found in plants. So if you're having a salad and you have some spinach in there and you're thinking, oh great, I can get some iron in this iron containing food, it would be really beneficial if you also had oranges in the salad, or you put lemon juice on your salad. This way the body can absorb the iron and the vitamin C. It best absorbs the iron this way. And if you're taking an iron supplement that does not contain ascorbic acid in it, or vitamin C, or another form of vitamin C, you might want to drink a little bit of orange juice or have some orange slices on the side. That way your supplement is able to be absorbed. So over to the side, show you guys, I have our bell pepper steaming, and I just have it on a pot with a colander. And this is because steaming is one of the best ways to cook your vegetables that contain vitamin C, because vitamin C and other vitamins and minerals can be cooked out of your food depending on the variability of the heat. So steaming foods is seen as the best way to maintain the vitamins and minerals in your food. The next best is actually microwaving, then roasting, and last boiling the food. So when looking at the vitamin C content that remains, or that we lose whenever we cook our foods, if you use broccoli for an example, you lose 54% of broccoli's vitamin C content when you boil it. But if you drink the water that you've used to boil the food, this will actually contain some of the vitamin C in it. So if you're making a soup, then you're still getting the vitamin C content. And then 33% of the vitamin C content is lost when roasting the food, 28% is lost when microwaving, and only 14% is lost when steaming. But then again, we talked about this bell pepper having so much vitamin C in it that even though we're losing some of it, that doesn't really matter in the big picture, because we're still enjoying so much of the vitamin C that it still has left over. So whenever we steam a bell pepper, that only takes about 6 to 8 minutes. But if we steam pepper chunks, that takes 2 to 5 minutes. That's just a really quick way to get in your vitamin C. And if you're on the move, 2 to 5 minutes and your meal or your snack is already done. Myra asked another comment. She said, could I use that water later to make rice? Yes, you could. And then the iron that's in the rice, you have your iron, you have your vitamin C water, and they'll interact well together for best absorption. So I'm going to pull the bell pepper out. Let's see if it's done. I think it needs a little bit longer, so we'll keep cooking. But does anyone else have any questions while we're on here? None right now? Well, you guys can leave questions in the comments if we repost this video on YouTube or if it shows back up on the Facebook page, and I'll be happy to answer those, or I know Abby also would too. It looks like my peppers are not done steaming, so maybe it's going to take a little bit longer. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let us know if you want to see more videos. Thank you.